talk about our quarterback because a lot of people in our community have been saying about time. Good, we need to bring in Jacoby Brissett. Talk to me about this, man.
All right, look, this is what I saw. Now, y'all can agree to disagree or whatever, but this is what I saw. We're in week 14, right? Mm-hmm. All right, we have one of the worst offensive lines in football. Okay, he's almost the most sacked quarterback in NFL history. Okay, yes, he is a rookie. Yes, we have Eric Bieniemy who throws more than he runs, right? But the guy, his flaw is he might hold on to the ball too long, but he's still learning with the terrible offensive line that Ron created. So that being said, what I saw was a guy that's been playing for week 14, and he's losing his confidence when it comes to the O-line. He's losing his confidence. So that being said, when they put Jacoby Brissett in, Jacoby Brissett has not been behind this offensive line for 14 weeks getting beat up. So yes, he's going to look fresh. I mean, let's call it how it is. Yeah, he came in and was fresh. That's what Jacoby Brissett is. He's a good backup. Now, is Sam Howell our franchise? I hope so. I hope this is what the new owners are saying. But yes, Sam Howell, what's going on is what I believe is Ron Rivera and his offensive line, they're ruining a decent quarterback because Sam Howell is a decent quarterback. But you keep getting hit like that. I don't care what quarterback you are going to keep losing confidence. But Sam Howell still threw a touchdown. And in the press conference, when they were talking to Ron, Sam is still the starter. So it's nothing really different. They just took him out. What are we really fighting for? We're not fighting for nothing. But I think Sam needs to get as much experience as he can. But our offensive line is terrible. I mean, it is really, really bad. But I see you, Janae. You trying to take notes and this and that. That is fine. But I will say this. Hold on.
Wait. I got since you're on that point. That offensive line. Did Joe Burrow have a really bad offensive line?
Joe Burrow?
Did Joe Burrow have one of the worst offensive lines the last 2 years and got sacked the most, right, in the league, right? But what did Joe Burrow do that Sam Howell couldn't do? Win! I don't care about none of that. Bad offensive line, Joe Burrow.
When did Joe? Hold on, wait. When did Joe Burrow
went to the Super Bowl with the most sacks?
But that was the when he had a whole lot of sacks. Didn't they upgrade his offensive line? Then they went to the Super Bowl.
No, they won the year. But still, they had a top 5 wide receiver. You just said Jamar Chase is up there. They had a top 10 defense. We know that.
We got to give you a whole new team. We just got to wipe all 53-man roster and get
at least have to consider that our defense is terrible and our line is terrible. Why can we not consider these things?
One word,
you not get big money for the 2 players y'all just got rid of off your team.
Look, that is because
y'all been waiting for Chase Young to come in and be the great white hope for how many years?
And it was
he won't.
On your team, you got Sweat is dominating with his new team. I'm not understanding all the excuses. Do you think they give me a break if I said our team was bad? Our defense was trash 3 years ago. They didn't give Dak no butter points.
What?
So now you want Sam to get butter points because the team ain't what it need to be. Is that Sam's fault? No, I'm not saying it is. But I also do not see what y'all see in him. I need clutch at the he can play. Now, don't get me wrong. The kid can play. Mm-hmm. He just can't win. And that's the point.
Well, hold on. Hold on. If you trying to compare Joe Burrow to Sam Howell,
no.
Okay. But you really can't compare that because I'm not saying that you're comparing Joe Burrow to Sam Howell. What I'm saying is you can't compare Sam Howell's team to Joe Burrow's team. Joe Burrow might have had a terrible offensive line, but the Bengals had a real good team. Joe Burrow has way more weapons. Okay. They had a way better running game because we can't do nothing in the running game. And Deshaun, did you just say they had a top 10 defense? Our defense is almost in the, I think we are 30 something. So you can't compare that. Now, if Sam Howell had all of that, and not to mention, you talking about the weapons. Does Joe Burrow, doesn't he have a tight end? We don't even have a good tight end. And I'm not downing on Terry. Me and Sean, we talked about this. I'm not downing on Terry. But Terry has not had his best year this year. Jahan Dotson, none of these guys. Everybody's been dropping the ball for Sam Howell.
I think that's due to coaching.
Exactly.
I don't think Scary Terry
It starts from there.
You guys
it starts from there.
It's not for the players. Scary Terry can be Scary Terry. We've seen this guy.
But y'all have
hands. We've seen it.
But the Commanders have a top offense this year because
it's mid. It's mid.
It's passing yards.
It's mid. It's mid. Sam Howell's stats is up, but our offense is still mid, I think.
Oh, okay. Because
all those yards,
y'all wasn't looking like this.
Somebody.
Oh, he's throwing to everybody. He's throwing to running backs, to tight ends, to wide receiver. It ain't like he has a number. It's not like he has a guy that he could be like, you know what, I'm gonna throw to him because I know he's gonna get it every time. No.
So are you telling me right now that you have the opportunity to get one of these dynamic quarterbacks coming out of this draft?
Sam Howell has a turnover problem.
I will take one of them for Sam.
I will say this. If you look it up, the reason why Sam Howell is balling in stats when it comes to passing yards, yes, he is throwing to everybody, but a whole lot of that, the reason why he's balling in stats when it comes to that is that's because of Eric Bieniemy. Eric Bieniemy, he doesn't run the ball much. That's all passing. If you look at he's leading in the NFL in passing attempts. That's Eric Bieniemy.
He's a turnover machine, and that right there is not success for a franchise quarterback. You know, he's a late, what it was, third round pick?
He was
fifth. So, y'all, for him to be benched, that shows they don't have the faith, and y'all might be looking for another quarterback in the draft.
Go ahead, Sean. Go ahead. My bad.
To your point, Alex, you said it. We don't have anything to play for. Not only do we not have anything to play for, as far as we're not going to be in the playoffs, but we already know Ron Rivera is gone. We know absolutely. The coaching staff is gone. So it's hard for us to even talk. Like the question you asked, Janae, about the quarterback, it's hard for us to talk about, if we would get another quarterback because we don't know who the new coach is and who the new GM is and what they're going to do. And
more than likely, as you know, Sean, when the new coach come in and that's not their guy, that quarterback is more than likely going to go. And if he wasn't a top pick already, he's not a Joe Burrows. He's not a Patrick Mahomes type of quarterback where he was already touted. So, like, he just like a guy they're going to just look at and see what he can do, but they're not invested into this guy.
Right. And see, with this one right here, Ben, he said, I don't want to hear it. McLaurin Dotson, top 60 wide receivers in the NFL. Logan Thomas, most underrated and below average tight end in the league. You can have top tier pieces, but if you can't get the ball to these pieces, what does it matter how good they are? We've already talked about the coaching being bad. We've already talked about the O-line being bad. You guys don't understand. You can have all of these different pieces, but if on your fourth step, on your drop, you're getting sacked, what do all these pieces matter?
Yeah. None of that stuff matters. Our O-line is terrible.
He got sacked probably 5 times. I don't know how many games this season. That Buffalo Bills game, 10 times?
Yeah.
This is
the hard part about all this. And Alex, I'm coming to you. This is the hard part about all this. Everybody in-house knows Ron's gone. So what, literally, tell me, what is your motivation at all?
I think the whole locker room is just really giving up. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would have said about 4 or 5, maybe 6 weeks ago, I would have said, no, we're not in rebuild mode yet. We just need a few pieces. Now I think we're in rebuild mode. The whole thing. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie to you. Jonathan Allen was talking about he wanted to go to something else. His contract eventually will be up. There's no need to really. I mean, we might have a whole new squad. Maybe the ownership will build around Sam. Maybe we might have a whole new quarterback. I don't know, but everything is clean house. I mean, it'll probably take us maybe 2 to 3 years before we get back to being anything.
Outside of the 2 tackles, ain't nobody you can say, man, we got to keep this guy. Payne and Allen. I mean, corners is not right. Y'all gave away. You see what your boy in Chicago doing a DN who just got traded, and he already balling out. He had almost 3 sacks yesterday.
That's the craziest trade I've ever seen in my life.
Sweat. He's a franchise player.
Wait.
The money aspect, y'all couldn't pay him.
Wait.
Go ahead, Alex.
When it comes, and I've been telling people this, when it comes to Sweat and when it comes to Chase, when we got these guys, we thought they were going to be better than Ryan Kerrigan. We thought these guys were going to be the best DNs that we had. These guys throughout Washington's career I mean, look it up. Chase has not got over 10 sacks in 4 years he was here. And Sweat has not got over 10.
Defensive coach the entire time they've been
Del Rio.
Absolutely.
That's why he was fired.
That also, absolutely.
When you clean house and get new coaches, I think that those boys would have been dogs for Washington. I love Chase Young.
He go to Chicago and he's looking like an all-pro over there.
But he's great. Sweat is man.
He's
Sweat. I will say Sweat is better than Chase. If you noticed, ever since Chase has been to the 49ers, I think he got his first sack. What was it, yesterday? So I mean, I don't know what Chase is not what we thought he was going to be. Everybody was talking about he was going to be this Aaron Donald.
For that though, they got it. They have enough now with Chase that they can now say, okay, Bosa, Chase, Chase. So instead of focusing all on Bosa,
it's a good fit.
It's a good fit in San Francisco when he doesn't have to be the greatest. The issue with Chase, and Alex, I'll send it back to you. Chase doesn't try if the play goes away from him. Chase plays off. Chase still thinks he's that number 2 pick coming out of Ohio State. He's not him anymore.
His name is bigger than who he is, man. Now when he was with Washington, if you people watch, I'm telling you, everybody said, "Oh, this man gets double teamed." Man, I was watching this dude, man. Now I'm not saying he never got double teamed, he did, but he only has 2 moves. He bull rushes and he tries to beat a guy off of speed. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Now I think he will have a better career with the 49ers, but in Washington, he just wasn't that guy. So you're not going to pay a guy, Montez and Montez Sweat and Chase. You're not going to pay a guy 15 to 20 million a year when they didn't produce in Washington. You're just not going to do it. So absolutely you trade.
I'll get you on the Chase part, but that Sweat guy, I feel like he could have stayed.
I agree. I wish we kept one.
Morale is already down. Why is Chase Young putting all this energy, beating his body up every year for this team that's not doing nothing, like not making any moves? And I've told Sean from the very beginning, your coach, Ron, should have been gone. They should have kicked him to the curb 2 years ago. And I said, this man wasn't doing nothing with Carolina. He comes to y'all, and they still ain't doing nothing. The same stink that he had over there, he brought to Washington. Y'all got players. Y'all just needed a coach to harness that. Y'all got dogs. Honestly, you should be in it. It's crazy that you're not in it because you have players. You're coaching, in my opinion. I just feel like all of it falls on the coaching.
Well, I will say this when it comes to Ron, and again, I don't know the man personally, but I'm pretty sure he's a good dude. But when it comes to coaching, again, when he was in Carolina, he only had 3 winning seasons in Carolina, and now he's been in the league for 18. Has it been about 18? Yes. 18 years. He's only got 3 winning seasons. Now, when he came to us, everybody needs to remember this. When he came to us in 2020, the man was fighting cancer. The man was fighting cancer.
And I told Sean that's the reason why y'all kept that man.
On top of that,
he was sitting on the bench doing games.
On top of that, when the man is fighting cancer, I think a year later, or was it that year when he was fighting cancer? Was it the next year, Sean, when his mother died?
Yeah,
it was next year.
Yeah, so this was it?
The following year, yeah.
Yeah, the following year, his mother died. I don't think we got the Ron that we wanted in Carolina, the one that was actually, hyping this locker room up. He went through a lot, you know what I'm saying? And it is tough. So, I mean, it is what we went through. It is a lot of coaching. These players don't really, I'm not saying they don't respect them, but I just don't think they're not really behind them no more. It's really a dumpster fire, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and the thing is, the fact that he's still in the house, I think, is actually more of respect, out of everything that he's done. I mean, after all of that stuff that's happened, let's not forget that Dan Snyder was also the owner up until less than a year ago. Yeah. You know what I mean? So he still had to represent an organization that was led by that man.
Yeah.
Hey. I was reading a comment for Ben. I'm not saying that. Yes, he did go to the Super Bowl, but I'm one of those guys that I think Cam Newton made Ron.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah. Cam Newton was a freak of nature. We never.
Cam Newton was a difference maker.
Absolutely.
When you won MVP with Ted Ginn as your leading receiver, you something vicious. He only had 700-something yards, and he made it to the Super Bowl with that guy. Come on, Cam was something else.
He was.
Look,
He was
when you can
Superman
start
for
a
a reason.
trend that you have little white kids doing everywhere.
The dad or the Superman stretch.
Right?
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah, there we go.
And people still do that, and yet we all gonna dog on this man.
Cam in his prime was a transcendent player. He was the Patrick Mahomes of his day. He
really was. He was Superman.
Yeah, he was really
Thank you,
Superman.
Jay. No more Dallas slander. That's all I care about.
All right, well, hold on. We can go back to that Dallas.
No. We on your quarterback, Alex. We're not going there. We're not going there.